get going. Gotta catch those runners taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Dr. Chad on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Wake up, wake up. It's time to get going. Welcome, everyone. Today is Thursday, March 27th. S&P is down 18, NASDAQ down 93. Russell is just a little bit red, down 2 points. Dow down 56. Gold and silver both up almost 1%. Notes and bonds a little bit red. 10-year yield up 0.69. Oil and natty gas fairly flat, a little bit red. Soybeans green, wheat red, corn a little bit green, euro and the pound both up about 1/4 to 1/3%. Bitcoin down about 1/3. VIX up almost 2%, currently at 18.66. S&P, after the sell-off and pump in volatility yesterday, got a little bit bigger expected move today. Yesterday, I think it was 28. Today, it's 39. And a little bit of a continuation down off of yesterday's sell-off. And we are looking at daily chart of ES. We are right back in the hot box from last week. Made that push out on Monday and Tuesday, but right back in. Let's see. Tesla was green. It was one of the green stocks on the board. It just dipped into the red pre-market. Chips are super weak again. Looks like Baba and Baidu are a couple of the only green stocks. Some of the Mag 7 were right around unchanged, getting a little bit of a dip into the open. I will be entering a 1DTE. And got a couple of calendars that'll close. My 1-2 and my 2-3. Both will close here in the first 15 minutes. Got a little over a minute until the opening bell. GME, which had earnings and had that big pop up, it's down 10% right now, 9.5. General Motors is down 8.5. Apparently, they don't like the new auto tariff announcement. After the Trump presser, Tesla shot up, and then it kind of gave it all back, and then it bounced back up pre-market. It's been kind of all over the place overnight, so we'll see what happens there. I posted the different sectors. SMH, semiconductors, the weakest, along with tech. Crypto's down a little bit. Financials are red. So it's really metals, and Chinese stocks are green. Baba and Baidu. Babadu. If you want to say them together, it's just Babadu. There's the bell. And we got, let's see, SPX. Expected move. Yeah, right at 39. NDX at 145.3. Is that right? 140, yeah. 145.3. Okay. Tesla staying green, Google back above green, so is Microsoft. PLTR is making a push, still down a little bit. NVIDIA bouncing. Some of these chips are popping up. Apple going green. Hey, remind me when we after we well, we can talk about it right now. So I got a question for you all. You're looking for your opinion on format of the live streams. So we do the day trading one like we're on right now in the morning, usually for an hour, 90 minutes, and then the power hour, obviously the last hour of the day. What would you guys think about instead of doing that? What would you think about doing more live streams throughout the day, but shorter? So like every couple hours jumping on for 20 minutes or so. Do you guys like that better? Anyone not like that idea? I mean, Power Hour, we originally started trading streaming for Power Hour because we were all kind of trading the same thing, our three tranche old school Power Hour approach. Now sometimes I have trades on, sometimes I don't. Everybody's doing something a little bit different. Um, so there's just a lot of downtime. And so I was just curious if that would hang on a second, let me get my 1DTE posted here. All right, 1DTE posted. We wouldn't, I think it would be more just like, we would do, 20, 30 minutes at the open, 20, 30 minutes at the end of the day, but also have, two or three other 20, 30 minuters throughout the day. It's kind of my initial thought. All right, getting a little downside here. Tesla's staying strong. See how Tesla reacts off of its pre-market high here. Initially a little rejection. Was my 1-2, my 1-3, or my 2-3 will close here in about 10 minutes. Yeah, Chuck, I mean they would be planned. It wouldn't just be random jump in. We would have it at the top of an hour, let's say. I mean, it would be we would figure out a schedule so it wouldn't be totally random. A lot of stocks trading near their yesterday's low. Tesla is holding up the best of the big boys. Baidu is still green. Baba is still green. Boeing is green. Okay, good stuff. Thank you guys for the feedback. I haven't I haven't mentioned it to Chad either, but so I'm gonna chat with him and get his thoughts on what he would want to do. And then yeah, we'll come up with a plan. I think it's a good idea. Microsoft pushing through previous day low. Same with Coin, same with Goog, same with Amazon. Amazon bouncing back up to yesterday's low here, which is also pretty close to the pre-market low. Could consider taking an early downside runner in Amazon. Trading the 1 DTE options today. Traded Amazon, I'd be looking at the 200 puts. Let's see what it does here. Got about 30 seconds left. I don't see any volume bars. MU's getting close. GME's getting close. Oh, Coinbase. Coinbase has a volume bar. We can get a bounce up to pre-market lows in Coin. I will get short. Coin, I would be trading the 190 puts. I'm going to put an order in at 370. 190 puts in Coin. I'm putting my order at, actually, I'm going to go a little lower. 360. So if we get a little bit of a bounce here, I want to get up a little bit closer to that pre-market low if possible. Didn't quite bounce enough. S&P and NASDAQ still moving lower. VIX up to 19.26. I still have my ordering coin at 360. It's got to bounce a little bit to fill. If price goes below the previous bar's low without bouncing first, I'm going to cancel. Apple back up to unchanged. Tesla's holding up pretty well with this little down move in the indices. The other option with coin is to get in right now and just reduce your position size, because it would increase your risk if we bounce. Tesla back above pre-market highs. And coin's already going. All right, I'm going to cancel my coin. So I like the relative strength in Tesla versus the market here. If I can, it's above its pre-market high, so I'd use the pre-market high as kind of my line in the sand. If I can get a decent entry, I'll consider a long in Tesla. I do have my calls from yesterday. I took those calls in Power Hour and Tesla based on that auto tariff. Those are up nicely. So I haven't sold any of those. I'm going to hold those. This trade would be a separate trade, different strike. I would be looking at the 280. Yeah, the 280 calls in Tesla. If we get a little bit of a pullback here. I'll do the 277 half calls in Tesla. I'm going to get in right here. 277 half calls filled at 565. Using the pre-market high as my line in the sand. If I get a 5-minute bar close below that, I would bail. I'm going to put my first profit target at 625. We can pop back up to highs of day. We'll hit. Get a little bounce in S&P and NASDAQ. Amazon did not hold below previous day low. NVIDIA getting a little bounce. MU getting a little bounce. AVGO not bouncing. TSM not really bouncing. BABA pushing up through yesterday's high. Robinhood is weak. Mom, pop it. Pop it, Tesla. Coming down a little bit. Apple tried to go green, got shut down. Google bounced right back up to its previous day low, also pre-market low, and dropped pretty hard through lows. Same with Microsoft. Tesla dipping a little bit. Coin. Oh, coin. You know what? I'm going to take a short in coin here. Coin still has that downside volume kind of bounced up and it's getting rejected here. 190 puts in coin. Filled at 324. I canceled it. It did look like it was kind of pushing through. It ticked below the lows on that previous bar. But now it's right at the pre-market lows here. So let's see if it has any continuation lower. Tesla trying to hold above its pre-market highs. Meta getting a bounce. NVIDIA, nice bounce. Baba and Baidu staying strong. GME, little bounce. All right, I want coin to hold below yesterday's low. Bitcoin bounced off yesterday's low. MSTR bounced off yesterday's low. So some of these chips are bouncing. MU, AMD, NVIDIA. Amazon now trying to go green. Tesla has not hit that first profit target yet. Got it sitting at 625. Just need to tick up to highs of day here to hit it. Pretty choppy here so far. And we got different stocks going different directions. S&P and NASDAQ started down and back up. Coin is getting close to the top of that bar that had the big volume. Tesla's still holding, but no follow through. Nice bounce out of Hood. Hood had a big volume bar on that bounce. Volume bar and Baba. Jeez, Baba. Tesla hit 625. Ooh, coin. Don't like coin. All right, I'm going to have to bail on coin. Filled at 224 in coin. All right, Tesla, rip it. Big volume in Baba. All right, so there's a little overnight kind of peak you could use as your line in the sand in Baba. It's getting a little bit of a pullback here. Looks like it wants to go to the moon again today. Or not again, but I'm going to take a small position in BABA and then potentially add if it pulls back more. Trading the 136 calls. 136 calls in BABA. Filled at $1.59. BABA over here. Let's replace Microsoft. Tesla still going. I'm going to put a profit target to close some more Tesla at 720. I've got, oh yeah, 277.5 is my day trade. That I've got 2 left. So I'll close one at 720 if it makes another push. Hood going green. Coin trying to go green. Amazon is green. Bitcoin is almost green. I forgot to connect my TAT. Darn it, I missed my first tranche. Let's wait for the second one. Probably a good thing. Baba, no follow through yet. I would add in Baba if we come down closer to the high of that previous candle. So call it 135.20-ish. I'd start to look to add in Baba. So SPX had a nice reaction off of Friday's high, kind of filled that gap and bounced on the daily. Meta trying to move up to unchanged. Another dollar higher, it'll be green. Baba dipped a little bit more. Baidu is still pulling back. Baidu had more of a mighty 90. Baba had bigger volume. Now it's starting to bounce. MSTR just went green. Bitcoin is green. Man, I tell you what, when Bitcoin moves higher, it's like all systems go. Yes, sir, Watson. Did you hear me? I just said that. No worries. Amazon, nice push, up 0.5% now. Baba trying to bounce back. Tesla trying to hit profit target number 2. They can punch up just a little bit more. So looking at Tesla, so a lot of times I didn't today, but a lot of times I will add to a position if I get a some price action like we saw on that 845 bar, 845 central, where it kind of dipped below my level and popped right back up and closed back above it. Sometimes I would add to a position like that, just FYI. Kind of just gives additional confirmation that it wants to hold and potentially go higher. My order in Tesla is at 720. It's currently trading at about 705. No follow through in Baba yet. It started to bounce. There's Tesla 720. I've got a quarter left. Well, Baba coming down. Baidu coming down as well. Not quite to the point in Baba where I want to add any yet. Robinhood's volume is interesting. It's pretty big. Every bar has been pretty big. That bounce was bigger than the first. And every bar's been just a little less than the first bar. I really like Hood as a long-term hold. I've got shares of Hood. Quite a bit, actually. I think it's $100 stock by next year or by this year, by the end of this year. NVIDIA holding above yesterday's lows. I like the price action in NVIDIA to go higher right below its pre-market highs, holding that level. It's still weak. Chips are still weak, so I'm not going to take anything. If it had this price action and the stock and the market was stronger, I would be looking at along in NVIDIA, but I wouldn't doubt if it breaks up here. Although looking at the daily chart, looks like it may have just come back up to yesterday's low. Could certainly have a continuation back down if chips stay weak. MSTR chopping around unchanged. So is coin. So is Bitcoin. Tesla still drifting higher. Meta drifting higher. Amazon drifting higher. S&P and NASDAQ almost green. Tesla, a little toppy. Little pullback. BABA still hasn't bounced. Getting close to where I want to add in BABA. See how BABA reacts here. I don't want to add and get flushed. Well, let's see if it holds. Got a little downside coming in. A little pullback in the indices. A little pullback in a lot of stocks. Boeing still staying strong. Meta got shut down at unchanged. Coin back in the red. Hood back in the red. Getting a little sell-off in some of these stocks. I mean, that was a pretty tiny pullback in the indices, and we saw some pretty decent pullbacks on some of these stocks. AVGO through lows of day. Still watching BABA. Still my ad here. I just want to see where this pullback is going. I'd rather see a little bit of a confirmation of a bounce and get in later than get caught in a flush. Still holding one lot in Tesla. Amazon pulling back to its pre-market highs, also right around unchanged. I like a long in Amazon here. Looking at the 202 half calls in Amazon. Got a few minutes left on this bar. Give it a minute. NASDAQ looks like it is holding above yesterday's low, so is S&P. MSTR still pulling back. Tesla still pulling back. Coin still coming down. Apple super choppy. All right, Amazon 202 half calls filled at 141 and 140. Baba kind of bounced off that level of the previous, the 845 bar. Just got in Amazon, so I'm going to wait to add on Baba. Still might. Order an Amazon at 160 is my first profit target. It gets back up near highs of day, that'll hit. Tesla trying to bounce back. Meta going green. Hood back in the green. Tesla making another run. SPX right at unchanged. S&P a little bit below. Or excuse me, S&P right at unchanged. NASDAQ a little bit below. Need a little more oomph. Punch through. Still looking at BABA for a potential add here. It held where I wanted to hold. Still strong, up 2.5%. Well, Tesla couldn't get back up to highs. All right, I'm going to add in BABA. Same strike, 136 calls. Filled at 139 and 136. There you go, BABA. That's a good reaction right after I got in. That's what I like to see out of you. So I've got 12 total. I'm going to get out of some here as it punches through highs of day. 170. Got an order to close 4 of my 12 at 175. Oh, it ticked through, dipped. I was hoping to catch that tick through. That's right. I'll leave my order there. Bob is strong. See if it can punch through. Amazon trying to get up there. Order in Amazon's at 160, currently trading at about 152. Tesla's still chopping below highs. Baidu bouncing. Oh, I missed that order in Baba. Darn it. I like to take profits at previous highs. You can see it just ticked right through it and then dipped. S&P right at unchanged, trying to push through. Amazon about to hit. Filled at 160 in Amazon. Meta trying to push through to green. There we go. S&P into the green. Let's see if it can push through. Netflix is strong, up almost 1%. Oh, nice, Ken. Oh, S&P could not push through. All right, Baba. Baba's trying to make another run. Amazon hit my profit target and now it's dipping. S&P, NASDAQ dipping. Baba hit 175. So I closed 4 of my 12 in Baba. Tesla coming down. Google through lows of day. Apple still red. Taking quicker profits here. I should have honestly, I should have taken more than half in Amazon. I'm out of 3/4 of my Tesla. I need to take I'm going to take more off in Baba at $1.92. Baba's not really following the US market, so that's good. A little more uncorrelated. But if we do start to really flush, I'm sure it'll come down as well. All right, Baba hit 192, so I've got 5 left. Need Amazon to make another leg up. Boeing pushing through highs. Baba's volume bar right here, almost as high as the first. Baidu through highs of day. Maybe China likes the auto tariffs for some reason. All right, Tesla, let's go. You got more work to do. Amazon, you too. No more chopping around. S&P making another attempt at going green. Man, that coin was a killer. That coin got me for 700. Coin got me yesterday too. Bastard. All right, Amazon, let's see it pop through. Got a profit target at in Amazon at 180. Close another quarter. Can make a little pop up. Tesla, a little wicky at that 277 level. I like that. See if you can hold and make another run. Got back up to that 280 level, which is where it peaked after the market closed, after that auto tariff presser. See if it can push through there. Need NASDAQ to go green here. Russell, Dow, S&P, all in the green. Meta going green. Tesla back up to highs. Amazon at highs needs to punch through. Baba Baidu's still staying strong. PLTR trying to go green. These chip stocks are still pretty weak. NVIDIA chopping near yesterday's lows. Same with MU. Amazon hit 180. That a boy. Tesla popping through. Let's go. See, I sold my last Babas at a $1.92. They're up to about 230. There we go, NASDAQ. Bitcoin back in the green. There you go, Tesla. Everybody up. Everybody up. Those 3 Tesla calls I bought yesterday are up 1,800. I want to see Tesla through, what is that, Tuesday? Through Tuesday's high. Meta, right above yesterday's close, also right at pre-market highs. Well, actually, I don't know if that's not really considered pre-market. That's whatever, midnight highs. Last sale in Amazon was at $1.80. About right there now. I've got 5 left in Amazon. I'm just going to put an order to close 3 more at $2. Put an order in BABA to close. I've got 5 more BABA. I'll close 3 more at 250. Netflix staying strong, Boeing staying strong, PLTR is now green. Apple going for highs of day. Which is pretty much the high of its chop. Cryptos need to take off. MSTR, hood, coin, all around unchanged. Bitcoin around unchanged. ELTR is pushing. Tesla's up 4%. Anybody still holding some Tesla with me? All right, I guess I'll get out of my day trade at yesterday's high, which is about 285. Tesla reaches 285. So I'm going to put my profit target at $10 to close my last one. I'm going to hold my swing trade. So if we can pop up to yesterday's high, that last one should get filled. I had a weird dream last night that some family member, it's like my cousin's husband or something, was showing me some option strategy that he was using where he was buying 5-cent options. And he had some system where they were like going from like 5 cents to $5 on a consistent basis. He was showing me his account and his P&L. And I was just like, I don't know about that. Uh, the dreams of an options trader. Think normal people dream that kind of thing? Let's go. One more pop. One more push out of Amazon, Baba, and Tesla. Oh, we're not normal. There's nothing normal about us, Ken. NVIDIA through highs of day, pushing up to pre-market highs. Amazon dipping a little bit. Meta trying to stay green. Tesla getting close. Hit it. Come get me at $10. 15 cents away. Baba's about to hit too. Boom. Tesla closed. $10. In it. Five. Some got filled at oh, yeah. Some got filled at 557, some at 565, out at 10 on my last one. And it's still going. Yeah. Chad would dream about hunting turkeys and trading options at the same time. Be in heaven. Nvidia, nice blast off. MSTR through highs. Hood, coin, all going red. Bitcoin getting stronger. Another pop out of Amazon, and Baba is close. My order Baba is 250. It's trading at 247. Boom, Baba. 250 hit. So I got two left in Baba. Trying to get out of three more in Amazon. Those calls that I bought in Power Hour for Tesla yesterday, I paid 507. Those are trading at $13 now. Haven't touched them. They're up 2400. Still have two Babas left. I paid $1.36. They're trading at 260. Amazon's not participating. Amazon's pouting. While the rest of the market's having a party, Amazon's having a little pity party. Apple still hasn't pushed up past the high of its first 5 minutes. Fairly green. BA is still rocking. NDX is at its upper expected move. How's that 1 DTE going? Probably not too great. Down 11%. Needs a pullback. Can pull back after I get out of my Amazon here. Amazon trying to get up to back through highs. Tesla still moving up 5.5%. Tesla said, "We are American. No tariffs for us. We're Americans." Look at NVIDIA go. NVIDIA is green on the day. Bob, a little pullback. I'm going to get out of Amazon. It is not. It's not participating. It may have a late surge, but I'm going to go ahead and get out of all of my Amazon. Filled at $1.81 and $1.82. Baba, a little bit of a pullback. I still have 2 lots left. I'll hold. Tesla, I'm out of, except for my swing trade. All right. Wrap up the live stream here, my friends. Good little day. I would say I'm not done yet. As long as this market stays strong, I'll look for some other opportunities a little bit later. I need to take a quick break, get away from the screen, reset, refresh, and then possibly come back for some more. All right, all. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in Power Hour. Cheers.